The first thing I'm going to do is show you the basic configuration for the free radio server. There's only two files that you need to change anything on just for this lab. This is going to be a basic lab, and that's going to be the users file. We just need to add a user and password. And then in the clients.conf file, we need to add the client, which is going to be our network, and the secret for communicating back between the host authenticating and the free radio server. And let's see, I'm currently logged into the free radio server, and let me do a copy this, and I'll do a test one, how to show you how to set it up, and I'll come up with a different name, Joe Klein, and password, we'll just leave that as password. So I'm going to cut and paste this. Then I'm going to go over to the free radio server, and then I'm going to open up the users file and scroll down, and here's the user I already have in here, and the Steve Smith, and password, just left that as a basic password. So I'm going to cut in or paste in the other one, the Joe Klein, and I'm going to save that, do a Control X, then Y, and then after you make a change to the file, you got to restart the free radio server. So I'm going to restart that. And there's this utility called NT-RAD-PING. It's a good test utility to test out your free radio server or radio server. To do that, you got to type in your 192.168.10.28. That's the IP address of the radio server, and then the radio secret key, which was test 123. Test 123. And the username was Joe Klein. That was the one we just created. And the password was password. And let's see. And the port's going to be 1812. That's for authentication. Then you hit send. And access accept. So that worked out good. So say we put in a different name that's, let's see, Joe Smith. That'll be rejected. Hit send, and access rejected. So that's a good utility for testing your radio server. And next we're gonna configure the switch. This is basically the only thing you really need to configure on the switch. So let's see, let's go over to the switch and enable config T, AAA new model, username, and the secret, and radius server host, and the IP address of the radio server 192.168.10.28, off port 1812, accounting port 1813, and the key test 123, enter, and then AAA authentication .x default group, and that's going to be the radius. And let's see, next we want to do the system auth control, and now the interface, and it's going to be interface 1. Past Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access, then .x port control auto. That's it. And let's see, we're going to show command. We're going to do a show.x interface. And now I'm going to connect my laptop up to port 1, which we just configured. And I should be prompted for a username password. Okay. Now I'm plugging in my laptop into port 1. And it's prompting me for a password, username and password. So the name is going to be Joe Klein, and the password is going to be password. And we should be good to go. And let's do a show command. And I am now authorized and authenticated. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show. Thanks for watching.